श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्री राधा कृष्ण पदान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So we're reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, third canto, chapter number 22, which is titled as The Marriage of Great Rishi Kardama Muni and Devahūti. Before we do that, we'll recite Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times, so you can follow me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Raj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. So in this chapter we are learning about a great sage. His name is Kardama Muni and his marriage with a daughter of a king. His name is Manu, Swayambhuva Manu. So the marriage of a great sage who is a Brahmana and a daughter of Kshatriya. So they are like you can say intercaste marriage actually. A Brahmana marrying to Kshatriya. So that was known in the previous time, intercaste marriages. It is nothing new. So in this, what happened is that this Muni, his name is Kardama Muni, he is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. And before marriage, he did tapasya of Lord Vishnu, and he wanted to get the blessings of Lord before getting marriage. And he wanted to ask Lord Vishnu, whom should I get married? Now, the sage wanted to get married because it was his duty according to instruction of Lord Brahma. He was requested to. This is the time when there was no population on the planet. So when Kardama Muni got married to Devhuti, the purpose was to increase the population on the planet. So Kardama Muni wanted to marry, but only on one condition, that the spouse, one with whom he gets married, should help him in his spiritual elevation. It should not be entanglement. Sometimes marriage becomes entanglement for many people. So Kardama Muni did tapasya of Lord Vishnu and he asked that whom should I get married so that my marriage helps me to elevate myself spiritually rather than get entangled. So Lord Vishnu was pleased with him and he said that a great king whose name is Swayambhuva Manu, emperor, his daughter Devhuti is very qualified and she is the one who can help you to elevate spiritually. So then Kardama Muni was waiting was doing tapasya by Lake Bindu Sarovar. At that time, where Lord Vishnu appeared and he blessed him, and he continued his tapasya, and then the Swayambhuva Manu came there. The king, emperor came there. He was traveling with his wife. Her name is Satarupa. So Swayambhu, Manu and Satrupa, they were traveling and they came to this lake called as Bindu Sarovar. Bindu Sarovar is still there in India, in Gujarat, a place called as Siddhapur. So you can visit Bindu Sarovar there. So that place was very beautiful, surrounded by beautiful trees, forest, birds, lots of beautiful gardens were there. The lake was very beautiful. So then, at that time, Swayambhu Manu came, and then Kardama Muni understood that this is a blessing of Lord Vishnu that he has come. So he welcomed him with very nice words. He glorified him, and then at that time there is a conversation happening, and we are going to learn that conversation between Kardama and Swayambhu Manu and how they get married further. Now, this whole story is being told to us by a great sage. His name is Maitri Rishi. So, Maitri Rishi is saying here further in this shloka, he says, Maitri Vacha Evam Avikshuta Shesha Guna Karmodayo Munim Savriddha Ivatam Samrad Uparatam Uvachaha. So Maitreya Rishi said, after describing the greatness of the emperor's manifold qualities and activities, the sage became silent, and the emperor, feeling modesty, addressed him as follows. So here, the sage is welcoming emperor because emperor has come to see him. So when somebody comes to your place, you welcome them by nice words, glorify them. So Maitreya Rishi, Kardama Muni mentioned to emperor that you are a Kshatriya and you are the one who are protecting the whole kingdom. If Kshatriyas don't do their duty, then people will not be protected, and irreligion will grow on the planet. So Emperor Maharaj Swayambhu Manu was doing a great job obeying his duty as a Kshatriya. So Kardama Muni glorified emperor with his manifold qualities and activities. So after doing that, the emperor, feeling modesty, he was feeling very humble actually. That oh, such a great sage is glorifying me, like we all like to hear our glorification, right? अगर आपके बारे में कोई बताए तो आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. So here Swayambhuva Manu is emperor. He is welcomed by a great sage Kardama, and at that time Swayambhuva Manu is saying to Kardama Muni, Manu Vacha Brahma Srijat Swa Mukhato Yushman Atma Paripshaya Chando Mayastapo Vidya Yoga Yuktam Alapatam. Manu said, to expand himself in the Vedic knowledge, the Lord Brahma, the personified Veda, from his face created you, the Brahmanas, who are full of austerity, knowledge, and mystic power, and are averse to sense gratification. So here, Manu is saying this to Kardama Muni. Now, see, somebody glorifies you, then you have to reciprocate it by similar glorification. It's not a false glorification. It is a real glorification. So Manu, the word man, M-A-N, is derived from M-A-N-U. Manu is the first person, human being created on the planet ever by Brahma. So from Manu, all the humanity has arisen. So that is human. M-A-N, human, it is Manu's derivative. Manushya, we say Manushya. Manushya is the people who coming from Manu. This is called Manushya. So all the name Manu denotes the original father of all the living entities, and Manu is born from Brahma. So when Brahmaji was creating on this planet, he created different living entities. So he first created Devi Devtas, 33 crore Devi Devtas. Then he created all the Rakshasas, then Gandharvas. Gandharvas are the celestial personalities. Then ultimately he created the Manu. Before Manu, he created 7 sages, Saptarshi. But Saptarshi and then 4 Kumaras were also created, but they could not produce, they were not interested in family life. So they said, we are not going to produce children or anything, we are here to do tapasya. So then Brahmaji wanted population on the planet. So then Brahmaji created first human being Manu and Satrupa. And then their descendants gave rise to all the population. But Manu was very knowledgeable and he knew how this material world is created. So Manu says to Kardama Muni that Brahmaji expanded himself in the form of knowledge. So Lord Krishna gave knowledge to Brahma and Brahma expanded it into himself into form of Vedas. And from Brahma's mouth created all the Brahmanas. From Brahma's hand were created Kshatriyas. From Brahma's belly were created Vaishyas, like that. So what are the qualities of Brahmana? So here, Brahmana is full of austerity. So if somebody says I'm a Brahmana, then they must do austerity. Austerity means tapasya. Then they are full of knowledge and they are full of mystic power. And they are averse to sense gratification, which means they are not interested in bhoga. They are not interested in material enjoyment. They are into the spiritual enjoyment. So these are some of the qualities of Brahmanas. So purport Srila Prabhupada is explaining, the purpose of Vedas is to propagate transcendental knowledge about absolute truth. The Brahmanas were created from the mouth of Supreme Person and therefore they are meant to spread the knowledge of Vedas in order to spread glories of the Lord. So there are 4 Vedas, Rigveda, Samveda, Atharvaveda and Yajurveda. In that there are thousands of shlokas. But the purpose of all Vedas is to know Krishna. Here Srila Prabhupada says, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says that all the Vedas are meant for understanding Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord says that in Bhagavad Gita there is a shloka, Krishna says to Arjuna, Vedescha sarva ahameva vedyo. The summary of all Vedas is that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is specially mentioned here, Yoga Yuktam Alaptam, that Brahmanas are full of mystic power and are averse to sense gratification. Actually, there are 2 kinds of occupations. One occupation in the material world is the sense gratification, and other occupation is a spiritual activity to satisfy the Lord by His glorification. You see, most of the people are engaged in 2 types of activities. Either they are sense gratifying themselves, or very few people are worshipping Krishna. Those who engage in sense gratification are called demons, and those who are spread the glories of Lord or satisfy the transcendentality are called as demigods. Demigods are devatas. No, devatas are always serving Krishna, and demons are always serving their senses. It is specially mentioned here that Brahmanas are created from the face of the cosmic personality or Virata Purusha. Similarly, Kshatriyas are created from his arms, the Vaishyas are created from the waist, and the Shudras are created from his legs. Brahmanas are specially meant for austerity, learning, knowledge, and are averse to all kind of sense gratification. So it is said that Brahma Janati Brahmana. Brahmana you don't become just by getting birth in a Brahman family or wearing a thread around your neck or around your body. Some people say that they are born in a Brahmana family, so they are Brahmana. So I ask you, what is your family background? And so I'm born in a Brahman family. I'm Brahmana, like that. People say that, huh? But Brahmana is not like that. If a Brahmana if somebody is born in a Brahman family and drinking alcohol, he's not a Brahmana. Is that right? If somebody is born in a doctor's family, he cannot become a doctor just by being born to a doctor's house. He has to have qualifications of a doctor. Then you can call him as a doctor. Similarly, a lawyer's son cannot be called as a lawyer. He has to have a qualification of a lawyer. Similarly, a Brahmana's son cannot be a Brahmana. He has to have a qualifications. And what are the qualifications? Austerity, tapa, learning, jnana, knowledge, and averse to all kind of sense gratification, which means that he should not be addicted to anything like drinking alcohol, smoking, meat, any type of intoxication, some gambling, association with the woman outside marriage life. All these things are prohibited. Then you become Shuddha, Brahmana. So austerity means spending time for Krishna consciousness, spending time for Krishna. Nobody likes to, like say, austerity means doing something which is uncomfortable, like fasting, for example. Is fasting suitable? Not suitable for everybody. But then devotees will fast on the day of Ekadashi day, or abhi Janmashtami aa rahi hai, 26th of August. On Janmashtami day, we do fast for whole day until the birth of Krishna. So some people do Nirjala fast, which means they will not drink even water until midnight. So it starts in the day before, like say tonight, I will after 12 o'clock not drinking food, not drinking water, food until Krishna Janma. That is after 12. And then after 12, then they will take prasadam, which is offered to Lord Krishna, little bit here and there. But not like eating like a, crazy. So that is the austerity, like fasting uh, and learning, regular study of scriptures, Vedas, Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Then doing japa, chanting on a Krishna mala. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So that is one of the austerity we do. We chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra for 108 times. Then with this you can become Brahmana. Even you are born in any family, doesn't matter. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, uh, uh, when he was on the planet, there was a Muslim. His name was Haridas Thakur. He was born in a Muslim family, but he was chanting daily 300,000 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. 300,000. That takes almost 20 hours continuously. So Haridas Thakur was daily chanting. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally glorified Haridas Thakur. He was not allowed to go inside the temple of Jagannath Puri. So in the Jagannath Puri, they don't allow non-Hindus to enter. So Haridas Thakur was not allowed. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified him by saying Namacharya Haridas Thakur. And when Haridas Thakur passed away, he left his body. At that time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself carried him and he put him in his grave. So you can see that devotees of Lord doesn't matter what caste, culture you come from. Anybody can. Srila Prabhupada, when he was on the planet, he even made chandalas. Chandalas are people who were eating flesh of dogs actually. They were made into devotees. Srila Prabhupada was so powerful that he made everybody like Americans, Canadians, Africans, Russians, and of course Indians. Many of them were following wrong things. Many of them drinking alcohol, drugs. They were having prostitution. Then they were having meat eating. All those things they were doing. But Srila Prabhupada purified them, polished all of the diamonds, and currently there are so many of them still on the planet who were into the bad things, but they were purified. So all of them became Brahmana. You understand? All of them, they become so pure that they gave up all the meat eating, intoxication. They started sincerely studying Bhagavatam, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And today we can see them. They are all traveling. We have His Holiness Bhakti Marg Swami visiting Thunder Bay quite often. You might have seen him probably. Then we have Radhanath Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj. So many devotees who were from Western background actually, but they all were become Brahmanas. Higher than Brahmana is the Vaishnava devotees. So they all became devotees. So we can see that Brahmana's qualities are mentioned in this shloka. And then further conversation continues, but we study one shloka every day. So we'll pause here and we'll continue next time when we meet. Vrindraj Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Jai Shri Prabhu.